We were in a position more than once to acquire players that people said, well, maybe they won't work with them. A team is not a team of 5 great players. It's not. It's about players and people who can work together successfully, know their own parameters for how they can help a team. And you realize that if you're going to be successful, regardless of what you're doing, the influx of new talent that you bring in is going to help you have some longevity. And I will tell you, a graph that is up here and it goes straight down like this is not good, okay? Oldest to the youngest, not good. Should be like this. And we were able to do that and bring some players in here that other people did not want. At one time, this has never happened in the history of basketball, we had 5 #1 picks in the draft on our team. 5. Well, think about that. As I say, I believe in my ability to sell people that we can. One of the things I told Shaquille O'Neal, I said, look, we're gonna make you play for a championship. And I told him, I said, this is no disrespect for the people you work for down in Orlando. I said, they can't do it like we can. And he came here, he didn't accomplish what he wanted to in the first 2 years. And we had this young guy over there who was ready to play and ready to play at a high level, Kobe Bryant. We traded Eddie Jones, got something back in return for him. And to me, a lot of decisions you make are decisions that are addition by subtraction. And to me, people are afraid to do that. I made 2 or 3 trades here in Los Angeles that were unbelievably unpopular. Jack Nicholson wore black for, 3 weeks. And he told me, well, why did you trade this player? It was Norm Nixon. And I said to him, I said, we have a player by the name of Irvin Johnson on our team. I said, when he has the ball in his hand, I said, he's Magic Johnson. If he doesn't have the ball in his hands, he's Irvin Johnson. And he and Nixon played the same position. It was the most difficult things I've ever done in my life, because I really liked Norm. It made us a better team. It allowed Irvin Johnson to spiral to the heights that he did as a player. Because he was like 5 players in one. 4 players in one. He wasn't a center. But he could play him anywhere, and he was a leader. He was a leader. And if you had 2 people trying to be leaders on one small group of people, there's going to be conflict, there's going to be unhappiness, and it happens. And you have to be strong enough to say to your owner. And our owner sometimes didn't agree, but at the end of the day, he would let me do things that most people wouldn't do. And we had a big decision to make one time. We were lucky enough to have, with a really good team, to get the #1 pick in the draft. We had a choice of Dominic Wilkins, Terry Cummings, and James Worthy. When we took James Worthy, everyone said, why did you do this for him? I said, he will fit better on this team. And I don't know if any of you know James. He's a fantastic guy. If he had been playing on some other team, he'd average 25, 27 a game. With us, he'd average 20. Never say a word. The spotlight would always be on Magic Johnson, Abdul-Jabbar. Never on him. And you get people like that you work with that are incredibly accomplished, and they know how to work within the framework of the goals that you're trying to accomplish. People set goals. People should set goals. People who have goals will achieve. You're going to fail sometime, but you're going to achieve. If you don't have any goals, forget it. And we had goals that we wanted to achieve, and Jerry Buss was, I don't say smart enough, but he would listen to the basketball people. And as I say, sometimes he really got criticized. I really got criticized for that trade. And after a while, it turned out to be an incredible decision for us.